Yo, what is good, YouTube? We're back with another video. This is going to be episode 14, I think, of the Trading Den V2. We are closing in on the end of Trading Den V2, and you guys realize this was a very short series. I do not use much that I've given you, right? I haven't given you too much stuff. I've given you the basic stuff that I use, right? Because the less is more in trading, right? If you keep adding things to your strategy and everything, then you're going to get confused and everything. So I just keep it simple, and you'll see how I enter my trades in the next couple episodes. So if you guys are not in the free Discord, go join it. It is the first link down below. This is going to be how to find daily bias, right? Now, what you've noticed with my strategy is I like to be aligned with higher time frame order flow, right? The reasoning for that is because if I'm aligned with higher time frame order flow, I mean, we can just use yesterday as an example, right? Yesterday, I took a long down here, right? I took a long after we swept previous day low, and look at how quick we had an expansion higher, right? If I just go down to the 5 minute, do I want to be a part of this and then a large move down and then this slow move down, and right here we finally took previous day low? Or do I want to be aligned with this, right? We moved 1040, an hour, we moved in an hour. I finally killed my trade right here for 250 points, right? Would I rather be aligned with that or get short somewhere within here and kill it for 191 points within an hour and 10 minutes, right? I want to be aligned with a higher time frame order flow. Order flow has been bullish, and that's why we had this expansion higher. So now that you understand why I like to be aligned with higher time frame order flow, what you want to do to find your bias using my strategy is first look at the weekly chart so you can identify, are we delivering from a weekly PD array, right? So this move right here, we were coming off of a rejection block. It turns into an order block on the daily time frame, right? So right here. Now, what do you want to do after we tap that, right? You want to wait, right? So you want to wait, go to your 4 hours, see if we start to change order flow. As you see, we start respecting bullish PD arrays, we form an SMT, and that is where order flow begins to flip, when we form an SMT and have an expansion. Now, after you identify if we are delivering from a weekly key level, and don't later on in the video we'll go over if we're not, what do you want to do after that? So what you want to look for is daily closures, right? If we're closing above a previous day high, like right here, my bias is bullish, right? So we close above it, bullish bias for this day. Close above it, bullish is bias for this day. Bias is bullish for this day, right? We closed above it on this candle, above this, so I come in the next day, I'm bullish. Right here, close above it, I'm bullish. Close above it, I'm bullish, right? Doesn't deliver higher. Okay, that's fine, right? I'm just wrong, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. I'm wrong once in 4 days. That's totally fine with me. If I try to long here, and notice, we wicked. We wicked 133 points. I could have found a long down here. In fact, let's go down to the lower time frame. See if I could have, right? So right here, using this candle as the range. Wait, I actually think I did long this. Right here, using this candle as the range. What do we do? Why this candle? We close below here. So this is our range, 4 hour fair value gap, right? 4 hour fair value gap. I'm looking for longs. I want longs. We sweep this low. Go to your 5 minute. I wonder if we have an SMT somewhere. 1035. So no, there's no SMT. But what happens right here whenever we sweep that low, right? So let's go back to this chart. Right here, we sweep the low. Go to your 1 minute. Right here, you enter, comes back to your break even, does not take this low, delivers us higher, right? We have equilibrium as our target, right? Partials here, let the rest up here, boom, hits our target, and then, oh, I did long this. I longed it to these highs, I'm pretty sure. Wait, no, it wasn't this day. I don't know if I did trade this day. But right there, you see that you could have took a long in this price action right here, right? We have an inside bar, sweeps the low of it. You can look for longs within here, right? So this day you could have even said, okay, well, you could have caught a long, right? You could have caught a long. So right there, you guys saw that example. Even though it was a bearish day, you still could have caught longs, right? So next day comes in. What am I, right? Inside bar candle. What's that mean? Well, oh wait, we're right here, right? Down close candle closes back inside of this candle's range. I'm looking for this high, right? CRT, right? Daily fair value gap closes inside of this range. I'm looking for this high. Delivers. Closes back inside of this range. What am I more, right? I'm still bullish overall, right? But I would be looking for sell side to get taken and then start to deliver higher, right? So we do get to previous day high and low. What do? Well, this candle, you're going to be looking on the lower time frames, right? So this candle, you're going to be looking, are we delivering from any significant, oh, this was FOMC, okay. This was FOMC, so I remember I took a short this day because we were so we were super high, and I really didn't want to long up here, but what do you see right here? 1 hour fair value gap. Gets respected, we go higher, right? Whenever we have a large expansion overnight like this, you're going to use the 1 hour chart, right? So right here, we tap into that, and even, oh no, it wasn't a 4 hour. Okay, sorry. Anyways, 1 hour, deliver higher, right? So whenever we have an overnight expansion like that, go to your 1 hour chart and then determine daily bias. So what do we see? Let's clear this up. What do we see here? Close above, but a massive expansion, right? What do we look for the next day? Literally not a lot at all, right? It's a Friday. We just had a huge Thursday expansion, right? I would anticipate this candle, right? I wouldn't expect previous day high or low. But coming into Monday, what would I be? Bullish. Why? Because we had an inside bar after a large expansion. I would anticipate this high and possibly this high being taken, right? We don't quite get there. We finally get there on Tuesday, right? Because we're using this candle as our range. So what am I for this day, and this day? Bullish, right? Because I'm anticipating this high being swept. So I'm going to try longs all throughout these days, right? I'm not going to come in these days and say, okay, I want shorts because we're so close to this high. We have this candle using as our candles as ranges, right? This candle is our range right now. And if we go to the 1 hour, you guys can see that we're just accumulating up here right now, right? We're just accumulating because we had a huge expansion. What comes after expansion? Accumulation, and then expansion again. We just took the high of this candle today or yesterday, and now we swept these highs today. We're displacing above them, so I'd be more bullish right now, right? So let's see what if we're not delivering from a weekly objective. So this week right here, right? This week. Okay, so this week, Monday, inside bar after we take this candle's high and low. So what do you do on this day? Go to your lower time frames, see if we're delivering from any PD array that would give us a bias, right? Maybe we have an SMT here. That's early in the morning, so that's cool. No SMT, but ES does have this nice 1 hour fair value gap. So what's that mean? Try longs, right? Try longs because we have a 1 hour fair value gap. 1 hour fair value gap on the ES. Monday, right here. The day before, we took each high and low of this candle with this candle right here, and a daily fair value gap, right? So you use the 1 hour chart to identify higher, right? So this was an inside bar. We're still bullish on this day. Close above, bullish on this day, right? Close above this candle, bullish on this day. Close within this candle, so you wait, right? We make equal lows, and then we come up and take this high, right? We probably form an SMT right there. Yep, SMT at this low, flip bullish, look for the high. This is, I mean, it's really simple. I do not use much for my daily bias, right? I just look at the daily closures, see if we're delivering from a daily, weekly PD array. If we're not, I'll use intraday 4 hour and 1 hour PD arrays to identify bias, I mean, this is literally all I use for daily bias. So if you were looking for something sophisticated, you're literally not going to find that here, because I like to make everything very simple, and I just showed you how simple it can be. So there you go. That's literally the video. If you guys aren't in the free Discord, go join it. It's the first link down below. I'll see you guys in another one. Peace.